welcome to our Kids Online Cooking Club again this week, where we're going to do sort of a tutti fruity coconutty treat that the weather changed recently. It was like 70 plus degrees last weekend, made me start thinking of summer and fruity things and happy things and like stuff. So I found this recipe in a book called Milk Bar Kids Only. You can check this out from the library, by the way. It's got some really cool stuff in it. And this is Coco Cabana cereal squares. So basically it's like Rice Krispie treats with using Fruit Loops or Fruity O's or whatever you want to use. You could also change that if you wanted to. I mean, if you had something else you wanted to do, you could, I think they make like Fruity Pebbles or something. You could do that instead, like Rice Krispie treats. So you're going to have 8 cups of Fruit Loops. You're going to have 5 tablespoons of butter. You're going to have a package of marshmallows. It's like a 10.5-ounce package. And you're going to have some coconut. So we are going to, this is going to be done in stages today because we have to microwave the marshmallows and the butter together and melt those together and add the coconut to that, and then we're going to pour it over the cereal, put it in the pan and let it set up. So rather than you guys watching the microwave go round and round and round, I thought I'd explain what I'm doing, and then I'll show it to you when it's melted, pouring in, spreading, that kind of thing, so that you're not just hanging out watching the microwave, like I said, go round and round and round. So if you're going to make this along with us, go ahead and wash your hands and pause your video. And so for right now, I'm going to go ahead and get started melting the butter with the marshmallows in the microwave. Now it does say to use an extra large bowl. I'm hoping this bowl is big enough for the marshmallows and butter because I guess they floof in the microwave a little bit. So we'll be checking that out a little bit. Anyway, I'll be back in just a little bit. Okay, I just pulled it out of the microwave. This is marshmallows and butter, and yes, it did floof. It's all very floofy, very floofy. So we're supposed to stir this together really well so that it's nice and smooth. This is making the marshmallow part of like Rice Krispie treats and stuff. And so we are making sure it's all blended together. Yeah, nice and smooth. And then we're putting in our coconut, which is I think 1.5 cups of sweetened coconut. And that's supposed to blend in really well with this. Supposed to blend it and blend it. Now the bowl is a little bit warm, so be careful. If you need to get some help from an adult, unless you are an adult, and then you're going to have to help yourself. Okay, now I need to get my hot pad, because this is a little warm. Okay, we're going to pour this, if I can hold on to it. We're going to pour this over the cereal. It smells rather coconutty. I guess it should, since it's got a lot of coconut in it. Trying to keep it off my clothes. Probably should have worn one of my fancy aprons today, but I didn't. Kind of forgot about it. Okay. Now, I have washed my hands a couple times now. Now I'm going to put, in my case, I'm going to use a little butter on my hands. You can do this with a spoon. You can do it with gloves on. I usually do this with a little bit of butter on my hands when I'm doing Rice Krispie treats. As long as it's not too hot. So you want to make sure it's not too hot. Now, like all the other recipes, I have not done this before, but I figured it was probably a safe bet that I could pull it off. This is starting to look really fun. I'm just getting it all mixed together so that it's evenly coated. Okay. Now I have it all over my hands. Anyway, before I started the video, I greased this pan with some butter. You can also use some cooking spray if that's what you have. But now we're going to take this, we're going to pour it into the pan. Get this off my hands as much as possible. Probably ought to put some more butter on my fingers so it doesn't stick. Okay, we're going to do that. Kind of like lotion. Okay, there we go. And you're going to press it into the 9 by 13 pan. Just press it in as much as you can so that it doesn't stick to your fingers. Okay, and then once you do that, looks pretty good. Okay, I think that looks good. It's nice, pretty even in here. Okay, there it is. It's pressed into the pan. You're going to let that set up for a couple of hours and come back and slice it into squares and serve it. It will keep for up to 5 days if you seal it in a baggie or cover it with plastic wrap, that kind of thing. So now my biggest dilemma is that when I'm done with this video, how am I going to turn off the camera? Okay, now that I've made a mess, and I hope that my nose doesn't start itching, which it is right now. Thank you for joining us for our wonderful fruity Cabana treats today. Hope you have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Bye.